Hey everybody, what's up? I have an RU match here against House of Wolves 100. This one was from a very long time ago. So yeah, I had to watch it again to kind of see what happened all. And yeah, so let's jump right into this. It's not going to be very long because stuff. He has a pretty threatening team, uh, and I have random guys. So we're just gonna get right into this. I'm gonna start off with my Entei as he starts off with his Pythagoras. Now, Pythagoras obviously being rather bulky, I don't know why he switched out at all. I probably would have just stayed in and took that and then uh, started setting up on my Entei. I just went for thing just to be safe. As he went out into his Drotagon, he went for Sucker Punch right there. Is a very good play. I kind of just went out into my Rhydon because I wanted to get my Stealth Rocks up. But I honestly didn't figure that his Sand Slash was going to be carrying Rapid Spin at the time. It is rather logical that it does, but I do have a spin blocker in the form of, ta-da, my Dusknoir. So I'm going to go out into that as he is going to get up his own Stealth Rocks. As you saw, he does carry the knockoff, so he can get some super effective damage on me and knock off my leftovers if he wants to. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp right here to basically cripple his Sand Slash or cripple whatever comes in. Except for his Magmortar, of course, which would have just taken Flash Fire. I think it has Flash Fire, though. As he now goes for a Will-O-Wisp, as I went into my Altaria. For the next couple of turns, you're going to be thinking, what the fuck I'm doing? I did not realize that I have Natural Cure. So basically what I did is I started setting up, thinking that, whatever, I could do that and get rid of my burn that way, but I could have just switched out and it would have been fine. As you can see, this is -1 Earthquake against that Lantern. Doesn't do jack shit. He's going to go for the Confuse Ray. Honestly, I don't see the point in carrying Confuse Ray, but to each his own. Here I finally switch out, realizing that I have Natural Cure. I go out into Charles, the Rhydon, as he's going to go for Confuse Ray again, probably predicting my switch. Finally, also realizing that I'm a dumbass. As he just goes for Surf. I was basically sacking this thing at this point. I didn't really know what the fuck to do with it anymore. As right here, I go out into my Sceptile. Realizing that Sceptile is a pretty big threat against his Lantern, and he was probably going to switch out, I go for the Hidden Power Rock, which is going to do a hefty amount of damage against that thing, but just failed to knock him out, and that is really going to keep taunting me for the next couple of turns, because I am pretty damn sure that this thing is Scarfed, and that means that he does outspeed anything on my team, basically. As right there, I probably should have just gone into, say, Entei and Extreme Speed stuff, but I thought it to be more logical to just sack my thing, but I guess that didn't make a lot of sense. Here he goes out into his Sand Slash to take the Flare Blitz. I did predict a switch. I didn't really know if it was going to be this one. Probably I thought it would have been more logical to just go for an Extreme Speed, even though he still has his Pythagoras to sponge that. There are a lot worse things that could have happened instead. But here I go for a Giga Drain, basically to get some damage off on something, and then heal up. Here I go for Synthesis, predicting the thing Sucker Punch, but he just goes for Dragon Tail, which is fine. As he Dragon Tails me out into this thing, in fact, which really is the worst thing that he could have gotten. I go for Cycle Shift, and here he very nicely predicts that and goes for Glare, so now I'm paralyzed instead of burned. Which, honestly, doesn't make a very big difference. I just go for Store Power, thinking, well, that would kill from that range, but I guess it doesn't because it has 20 base power without boost. As he goes for Dragon Tail again, he gets my Dusknoir as he just dies to a burn, which is fine, really, it's fine. Next, I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak on this thing. Super effective. I get a critical hit, which didn't really matter. As here he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, just burn my Dusk Noir. Really, I'm fine with that because this thing can basically take residual damage, and it's not meant to dish out hard hits. It's just meant to stall the fuck out of you and then finish you off with priority or a super effective earthquake or something of the sort. As here he finally does knock off my my leftovers. He gets the mummy, which is being passed around all over, which doesn't really matter. Whoa, I'm talking way too fast. Right, he goes for knockoff again. I don't really know why, because there are a lot better things that he could have done, but I guess, you know, doesn't really matter. Burn is really racking up on him, though. He goes out into his lantern now. I could have earthquaked that thing and it would have done a shit ton, but I guess this made more sense somehow. As here, I figured I would be able to live any hit from this thing, and I do, and I go for a pain split, which does about as much as earthquake would have done, I want to say, but wow, whatever. Here, I think that I do go for earthquake finally. Do quite a lot of damage against this thing, actually. As Burn is racking up, he's now got me confused too, as he goes for a Surf, which does in fact not kill me, but Burn will next turn, as I do not hit myself in confusion, thankfully, and that will be a double down, I guess. So as you can see right here, he is now going to go for the rapid spin, so that means that if he switches in his McMortar again, he doesn't die from stealth rocks anymore. As right here, he's actually going to knock off my flame orb, which, as you're going to see, is not really going to play a very big part, as I'm still paralyzed and I'm setting up all over this guy's face right now. I think I am at +1 now, as this is his second last poke. He goes for a super effective Ice Punch as I go for a Psycho Shift, and my plan to win right now is basically to just stall this guy out and hope for as much hacks as I can get. And that is not really the way that I usually want to win battles, but it's the way that I chose to go this time. As I'm, as of now, roosting and cosmic powering all over this guy's face, and as you can see, it's actually turning out pretty well for me, because his ice punches are doing less and less, whereas I'm recovering more and more HP back. And if he gets paralyzed somewhere along the way, that'll be just that much better for me, because that means that I get an extra boost up. As I think this, here he gets paralyzed, I just go for another cosmic power, and now he gets the ice punch off. Basically, this is, I cannot follow this anymore. It just doesn't make sense. Actually, it kind of does in a weird ass sort of way, but as you can see, that ice punch did a pitiful amount of damage. That was also because I roosted, which means that I'm landed, which means that Ice Punch doesn't do as much. I go for Store Power here, which basically just kills the damn thing, after I got a lot of hacks right there. And I get to finish the McMortar off with a Store Power, which is which actually makes a very good game. House of Wolves 100, or 100, House of Wolves 100. I don't know how you want me to say your name, but either way, very good game. I have another UU game up on Friday, and I'll be doing Black and White 2 stuff. So, see ya.